Times Influence Initiative.
From building India's biggest SME platform to enabling the largest startup ecosystem, Lufthansa is helping young entrepreneurs realize their dreams to take off on the runway to success. Capping 4 successful seasons, here's ET Now's Paramita Chatterjee with a brand new episode of Season 5.
Hello and welcome to Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5, the best and biggest platform for SMEs and entrepreneurs here in the country. Now, over the last 9 weeks, we've had some of the most promising startups vying for the attention of our judges, who've been amongst the most respected names in India Inc. Out of thousands of applications, 21 finally made it to this season of Lufthansa Runway to Success. And out of them, just 7 made it to the semi-finals. However, before we move on to the next leg of the competition, we are making a pit stop right here at the Lufthansa Business Lounge at the Pier A Plus terminal. So today on the show, our 7 semi-finalists will get a chance of a lifetime before they move on to the next round. They'll get a chance to receive mentorship from none other than Sanjeev Bikhchandani, who is board member of Thai Delhi NCR and of course vice chairman of InfoEdge, and somebody who believes that real entrepreneurship really starts for young people in their 20s. So let's start on the show and let me welcome on to Lufthansa Runway to Success for our masterclass, none other than Sanjeev Bikhchandani. Hi Sanjeev.
Hi, how are you?
Great, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I know our young entrepreneurs are waiting eagerly to receive all your advice.
I'll do my best.
Okay, great. Shall we go on?
Sanjeev Bikhchandani is the founder of Naukri.com, India's leading job portal. Sanjeev graduated from IIM Ahmedabad in 1989. After a brief stint in the corporate world, he went on to pursue his entrepreneurial dreams. With an initial stint with a few small businesses, finally in 1997, Sanjeev launched Naukri.com. He started it from a servant quarter and with a seed capital of only 2,000 rupees. Naukri.com thrived along and attracted investment from leading venture capitalists and went on to become the first internet firm which got listed on the Indian Stock Exchange. Sanjeev Bikhchandani's business journey is an inspirational modern fable. It is about seizing an opportunity and accomplishing it with a lot of determination, hard work and business mantras.
So Sanjeev is right here with us, and now each one of our 7 contestants will get 5 minutes with Sanjeev to draw upon his experience and get tactical as well as strategic inputs on their business ideas. So may I now request one of our semi-finalists to kindly come on. We have Assad Khan, who is the co-founder and COO at Teapot Cafe. Hi Assad. You are here to receive some mentorship from Sanjeev.
What was the key differentiation that you had in your mind when you were building InfoEdge?
So in InfoEdge, our first and biggest business is Naukri.
Right.
So Naukri was differentiated because it was first mover, because it had a positive network effect in its favor, because we kept on investing in innovation.
Okay.
And we grabbed leadership pretty early. Our competition came in much later.
Okay.
And that helped us a lot.
Okay. So to add on it, at that time I remember that Monster was also there. So what was the key differentiation you were forcing into the Naukri? That
so we launched in '97. Monster came in 2001.
Okay.
So we were 4 years before them. Our brand was established, our client relations were established, we had got our product and sales team in place.
Okay.
So we were streets ahead in that by the time they came.
How you see the scalability coming into the F&B sector?
In QSRs, in quick service restaurants, in the kind of business you're in, I think location matters a lot.
Right.
You got to get the right location, but make sure the rentals are not too high.
Right.
Also, in a product like tea, just like momos,
right.
you can price it up to a certain point, but not beyond.
Exactly.
because you will lose business.
Right.
So it's this whole triangle of cost, location, price, value, so that you still generate the demand. The second thing about any food and beverage, business is that people have to like the taste.
100%.
First thing.
100%.
So if people don't like the taste, they won't come back.
How to take this product to the masses? For example, that warm F&B, nobody has taken it to the masses like the Maggi has done. So to make it a product and serve it to the people. So what I should keep in mind if I want to do this with chai?
Hindustan में अगर masses में जाना है, तो you have to get the price low.
Yeah.
But given your location cost, that may be a challenge. So ये आप देख लीजिए, can you produce a product format which the local chai wala can sell?
Yes.
If you can produce that product format, maybe you have something.
Okay, Assad, go with that thought. Can you produce that product with the chai wala can sell?
Sure.
At some point in time in the future.
Okay, okay, great.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good luck. Good luck.
Okay, now it's time for contestant number 2, Abhinav Parashar, co-founder and CEO at Dianu. Sanjeev Bigchandani is right here.
Sure.
Fire away.
All right, so in my business, it's a sort of B2B2C. So when I talk to a business, in that case, they look for a solution which is solving the problem end to end. So from your experience, like you have diversified into multiple categories. So in our case, so as an entrepreneur, what we hear is like focus on one thing. But when we talk to a business, in that case, it has to be like multiple problems they want to look at a solution. So from your experience, I want to hear out what should be our focus on.
See, you should focus on your client and your customer, right? If your client wants you to do 8 things, but you say, I'll only do 1, you may find a competitor coming in and saying, I'll do the 8, and
Right.
you'll get displaced.
Right.
Second is understand in your kind of business, once you're in, people don't switch easily because there's a setup cost, an integration cost, and once you are part of the whole system, they won't knock you out.
Right.
But the same thing is, if there's a competitor who's in, they won't knock him out, so you can't get in.
Right.
So getting in first and early into a client is important for you. So is there anybody else doing something similar to you?
There are companies coming out now, but there's no direct competitor which is doing the exactly same thing what we are doing.
We're not doing exactly the same way, but are they solving the same problem?
In a way, yes. Yes,
So if they're solving the same problem, they are competition. Never
Right.
mind if they're doing it your way or some other way.
Right.
Look, as far as the bank or financial institution which is going to utilize these services is concerned, they want the problem solved.
Right. Right.
And the risk, like I told you, is that once a guy gets in, switching costs are high, they won't take a second guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how many clients have you implemented a solution in so far?
So we have more than 100 businesses across India. Like the different sectors, like banks one, finance is one, real estate is another, and then HR processes one, GST is another, then other banking.
You have 100 clients, right?
More than 100.
More than
clients,
100. And how fast is this growing?
yeah. It's going very quickly because we have the first mover advantage. We are like have good word of mouth, and that's why it's growing quickly. And we are like a complete layer for them.
So my recommendation to you is that move fast, because this is about getting in. Once
Right.
you're in, you will not be displaced.
Okay.
And make sure you do a competent enough job and always improving. Once you're in, so clients are not unhappy, right? Which means invest in business development and execution.
Okay.
And if you don't have the money, raise the money.
I hope you got your time's worth.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Got it.
Abhinav. All the best.
Thank you.
And relax. Take a deep breath.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
good luck. Okay, now it's time for contestant number 3. Let's welcome on board for his session of mentoring Dianu Podar, CEO and co-founder of Rocketeers. So, Rocketeers, all about bringing rockets and education about rockets.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Since we are an educational company, a lot of time people ask me whether we will give a secured job after the training course or after the program that they go through. And I personally feel that jobs are not the thing of tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be ruled by the entrepreneur and the artist. And jobs are something that happened and now they're going away and they're not really coming back per se. So how to really showcase that to the people and how do we really get that message across where, we want the industry to be entrepreneurship driven?
The market is giving you a signal.
Yeah.
People are bothered about jobs.
Yeah.
Okay? So what you say is, listen, this is about a skill, this is about understanding, this is about knowledge, this is about a hobby, this is about engagement and interest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you clear a certain exam or process or test or whatever,
Yeah.
You get a certification.
Yeah.
And that certification may have some biodata value.
Yeah.
Okay. But I would not say this, I don't care about jobs. That's the wrong thing to say to somebody who's bothered about jobs.
I really want to understand that when I tell people that, okay, then the market is telling me that the things that we are doing are complete in themselves and we are getting legs on the things that we are doing. And cutting down on one of them would maybe make the business incomplete or would maybe make the vision incomplete. And I want to get this message across to people who are not my clients, but people who are maybe interested in investing in me, or maybe people who are my mentors, or maybe people who might partner with my business in some other capacity.
If you've got 8 aspects of your offering,
yeah,
what is it that students are engaging with?
So there are different students who are engaging with different aspects.
So if all of them are getting engagement, you produce the evidence in front of your prospective investors and say, look, all my offerings are popular.
Okay.
Right? And I will lose a bunch of customers if I knock this part out.
Okay.
Now, if the data tells you that actually that's not true, maybe out of 7 offerings, only 3 are being used, then that should be your offering. And reveal the data to your prospective investors.
Reveal the data.
I know you've got more questions, but that's it. But you've got some valuable insights. Yes. Think about that, Divyanshu, before we move on to the semi-finals. Okay? Okay, great. Yeah. Divyanshu is there as our 3rd contestant. We've got many more contestants coming up for mentorship, but that's in just a bit. As we slip into a short break, you're watching our masterclass right here as our semi-finalists seek mentorship from Sanjeev Bikhchandani. Back with more action, more entrepreneurs in just a bit. Remember, you can send us your thoughts using the hashtag Lufthansa Runway to Success. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The episode Lufthansa Runway to Success is holding a special masterclass where our semi-finalists are seizing the opportunity to interact with their mentor for the day, serial entrepreneur Sanjeev Bikhchandani. So let's call upon our 4th semi-finalist, Yogesh Mittal, founder, Elite String Apparel, to come on stage. Okay, so Yogesh, you should have a list of questions that you have for Sanjeev so that you can get the maximum out to help your business, to help you for the semi-finals.
The category that we are dealing with is an intimate wear for men, and we do have some different perceptions coming from the different set of people, and they have some different ideas when they talk to us. So to find our like-minded people is one of the challenges that we are facing. And another one is targeting or increasing our sales through different channels. So as of now, we are present online, and these are the 2 questions that I would like to ask.
So like-minded people.
So, we have invested in a company called Happily Unmarried, which initially started as gift items and now has launched a men's grooming range called Ustra. It's going to launch a women's personal grooming range soon. And the reason why you invested in them was because through simple word of mouth and through social media, they were able to build a cult kind of following of a certain kind of people. And it will be useful to study what Happily Unmarried did early on, and perhaps some of those methods could work for you. I think social media, I think customer get customer, I think word of mouth, some of that could work a lot. The products will be used by men, but are the purchasers mostly women?
It's a mix. You're absolutely right with that, yes.
So it's females buying for males, a large number.
Yeah.
So it's more like a gift.
Yes, gift also, and also if you
so I would then get a little worried that if it's a gift item, is it actually being used finally? Because if it's not being used, you will not get repeat purchases.
No, we have a 40% as a repeat purchase.
Same woman buying for the same guy or buying for a different guy?
No, it's the same set of customers coming back to us.
Buyers.
Buyers, yes.
You know the buyers, you don't know the users.
Yes, we know the buyers.
Right? Yes. So I would get a little deeper and figure out who my users are and are they actually using it.
Okay.
Okay, and now you have a strategy to diversify from what is intimate, a very niche market, to a broader market. Why don't you ask some questions about that?
Okay, what is happening is that we have been doing a lot of products. Initially, we launched for the premium segment, where we launched thongs, G-strings, and all those, lacy stuffs and all those category for men's. Now, later on, we realized that we have to, approach to a bigger segment, and that's why we came up with a mid-range, which is in the like 200 to 350. That is where we are sitting right now. And we realized that when like the female there would be some females who will be buying for the men's also. So why not we come up with some for females also, so that they can have some kind of set of connection over there, or maybe
like a couple spare.
Yes, couple spare. We have already that in place, but online has their own challenges.
But tell me, are you keeping it the same brand?
Yes.
So think about that. You have a certain brand identity for men's lingerie. Maybe you want to consider a different brand. Because the two brands could stand for different things. Okay. Just think about it.
No, I will definitely take this.
We hope you got some great insights.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sanjeev.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. See you. Next semi-finalist coming in for mentorship is Arjun Chakrabarti, of President and CEO of Track Invest. Please fire away.
So in this, in our Track Invest company, we are mostly going through B2B, B2C. So the sales cycle of working with universities and sometimes the government is quite high. What is the best method? Because one of the methods which we deployed is, go through appoint business partners who are in this education sector who can reach us. The other dilemma is, okay, appoint a sales team and do the sales, because that's fixed cost versus variable cost, but both has its own pros and cons.
So you see, sadly, in India, nobody in an education institution will lose his job because he did not take your product. Right? So your product is nice to have, it's not need to have, it's not part of the curriculum. Right? I would evaluate going B2C rather than B2B, B2C in your case.
Yeah, so B2C now, on the B2C side, it's you have to put a lot of money, a lot of marketing dollars.
So tell me how you make money right now. What's your revenue model?
I make money by selling my certification program. My end user is a customer, a student or a young working professional who can do this certification program and upskill himself. We also provide jobs who does it and is looking for a job in the financial services.
So, well, actually you can have a freemium model that you can do the course for free. You want a certification, you pay. Yeah. And enough people may pay for a certification. Even if 2 in 100 pay, you may end up actually making money. Yeah. Because if people are learning a valuable skill, and a lot of people have ambitions of being successful in the stock market.
Challenge we face is to attract talent, especially in the tech sector, because they have an alternative of very high salary, and so we are not looking for 25-year-old, we are looking for experienced person and all.
Your first set of people are people you know, and people who know people you know. Okay, first circle and second circle. And it's usually done through references, right? And the entrepreneur has to be a personal magnet for talent. Okay, you've got to be the kind of person whom people want to work with, and they buy into you, your story, your vision, what you want to do, and you are recruiting missionaries, not mercenaries. So you give them stock, enough stock. You share the wealth, or prospective wealth, going forward.
Okay, so share the wealth, remember that, and you'll get people. Thanks.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Sanjeev, this is your first time on Runway to Success as a mentor.
As a mentor.
So how's it been? What do you think of the current
I think
crop?
great. I think the companies are very good. The entrepreneurs seem to know their customers, and they seem to have clarity on what they have to do. Okay, on that note, let's head into a short break. Now, we've seen 5 of our semi-finalists use this golden opportunity to be mentored by Sanjeev Bikhchandani. And after the break, we will reveal the remaining 2 semi-finalists. So stay tuned, all the action right here.
Welcome back to Lufthansa Runway to Success. We are in the midst of our masterclass session and our semi-finalists have been walking away with nuggets of wisdom from none other than Sanjeev Bikhchandani. So let's continue our masterclass with our next contestant. We have on board Shilpa Malik, co-founder at Bioscan Research. Intracranial bleeding device. That's something that I learned, and this is clearly a device that you are going to take to market in 2018.
Yes.
Please, Sanjeev is the best man to answer all your questions about going to market and so on.
The biggest challenge that as a tech company we face is enticing the right skilled or the high skilled people into our company. So because you've gone through this journey, you have so much experience, what encourages people to join a startup? So a startup like us, what could be the enticing factor for them?
So the idea will motivate the fact that you're solving a big unsolved problem, and it's a life-saving thing, right? So it's badly needed.
Yes.
It's in rural India, small cities which lack these facilities.
Right.
At the same time, it can be potentially a very valuable company. So give them stock.
Okay. So, when we are segmenting our market, so we have like general physicians, we have neurophysicians, we have neurosurgeons, and we have other specialists like gynecologists and other specialists. What should be our product development strategy? Should we make like different variants for each, or what should be, or should we target one target segment at a time, and then, once it starts selling at a scale, then we should make it available at a much lesser cost to the other segment?
Valid questions.
So pricing research is one of the most difficult things to research. The only thing you know are your costs. So tell me, whether you do different variants, does the cost change substantially?
Yeah, it would change if you would.
So first of all, I would link it to my cost. Okay. And I would then do a certain markup, but make sure that the next best available alternative, you're still got a better value proposition than that. The fact that this is such an essential requirement, and it will save so many lives, you have to decide whether you want to skim the market, sell very high price and only sell a few, but it will benefit fewer people, or do you want to price it cheaper, make a lower margin per piece, but then make money on volume and impact many more people.
Does it somewhere cloud people's judgment about the product quality if it is priced too low?
No, I don't think so, because in your business, in your type of products, the output, the quality of the output is measurable. And people will measure quality of output and they will not make a judgment on price. For a high price just makes it inaccessible.
Okay, great, Shilpa. Thank you. All the best. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, and this is real innovation.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye. Our next contestant is Steve Bajaj, co-founder of P-Buddy, to come in for some mentorship. Sanjeev knows about your products, but the idea here is for you to get mentorship.
In terms of product market fix also, sir, I mean, you've like the kind of companies you've launched, have there been any times when you had those inhibitions saying, well, is this the right market for us? Is this the right time? And
so
what?
Businesses that have worked for us, where we've been successful, are those where we have, the idea has come from a customer insight. Where you know the customer, perhaps you've been a customer yourself, or you have studied the customer, you observed the customer, you heard the customer, and you say, okay, this is an unsolved problem.
Sure.
And then you produce something which solves the unsolved problem. What happens is you hit a hot button and the customer buys without you having to sell.
Sure. At times when you're trying to change, the way customers have been doing certain things for a while, it takes time, to get a larger traction. So when you build businesses, sir, how have you gone about sticking on to the idea, and when have you pulled the plugs, if at all you've?
No, we have had a couple of businesses which we scaled down. And really, it's about we've struggled whenever we've been in Me Too. We've struggled whenever the idea has not been customer led. We've struggled whenever we have launched on an assumption and not evidence.
Sure.
So the key is to actually do all of this before you launch. That get your evidence, be sure, talk to customers.
So how do you manage those expectations? Let's say where the board wants something, and you wanted to do something, and you
I
have.
think that's about constant dialogue and
Sure.
engagement and
I see.
explaining to people. And so for example, in Jeevan Sathi, we acquired the business I think in 2004.
So.
It was number 3 when we acquired it. It stayed a troubled business for a long time, 10 years. But now it's doing really well. And during these 10 years, we came under a lot of pressure from the board, from analysts, from shareholders. But we ensured that the losses did not climb over a certain level.
Okay, that's it, Deep. All the best for the semi-finals.
Thank you.
Sanjeev, for giving us all those valuable insights. As you can see, the stage is set for next week's semi-finale, where only 3 of these 7 entrepreneurs will make the cut and reach the grand finale. Remember, the grand prize this season includes a sponsorship to a business program at Cambridge University, a Lufthansa business class ticket to Europe, and a coveted mentorship from Thai, a reward that only 1 of these 7 will finally walk away with. So do write to us with your thoughts and comments using Facebook or Twitter. Just remember to use the hashtag LH Runway to Success. We'll see you next week on the semi-finale of Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5, only on ET Now.
A Times Influence Initiative.